In today's video, we'll be talking about concentrated liquidity pools, how to become a liquidity provider, and how to track your liquidity positions on your Step Finance dashboard. First of all, we have to properly define what a liquidity pool is. All right, liquidity pool is a pool where liquidity providers deposit their tokens to enable other people swap between tokens. All right, so liquidity pool is basically a pool where two tokens are stored by liquidity providers so that other traders can come and swap between those particular tokens. For example, if there is a liquidity pool that contains Step tokens and Solana tokens, anybody who wants to swap between Step and Solana, anybody who wants to exchange his Step tokens for Solana tokens, or want to exchange his Solana tokens for Step tokens, interact with this liquidity pool in order to perform that operation. All right, basically the tokens that are provided to these liquidity pools are provided by a set of people that we call liquidity providers. All right, so the liquidity providers provide tokens, deposit their tokens into this liquidity pool, and then every other person who wants to swap between tokens can come and exchange between tokens as far as those tokens are in the liquidity pool. The liquidity pool basically contains only 2 tokens. All right, so you can have a maximum of 2 tokens in a liquidity pool. So when you swap between tokens, for example, you convert your Solana to Step tokens, or you convert your Step tokens to Solana tokens, you will discover that you pay what we call a swap fee. All right, so that swap fee that you pay is actually sent to the liquidity providers, and that is how they make their profit. All right, so liquidity providers make their profit from the swap fees that we pay or that traders pay when they swap between tokens. All right, so you notice that when you swap between tokens, you pay a swap fee, and that swap fee is used as a yield for the liquidity providers. Furthermore, we have to also state that in a liquidity pool, the value of the 2 tokens in the liquidity pool must be the same. All right, so the dollar value of the Step tokens in the liquidity pool and the dollar value of the Solana tokens in the liquidity pool must be equal. All right, they must be equal. So what that means is that if you have $10,000 worth of Step tokens in the liquidity pool, you also have $10,000 worth of Solana tokens in the liquidity pool. All right, so let us imagine that due to volatility and all the rest of that, the price of Step drops. The price of Step drops by $2. Price of Step drops by $2. So if like we said in the previous slide, if 100 steps is $1,000 in value, it means that 1 step is $10 in value. So imagine that 1 step becomes $8 in value. It means that 100 steps becomes $800 in value. All right, when this occurs, you will notice that the liquidity pool is no longer balanced. All right, so we don't have the same value of step tokens in the liquidity pool and the same value of Solana tokens in the liquidity pool. Rather, the value of Solana tokens is higher than the value of step tokens. When this occurs, the liquidity pool is going to automatically convert some Solana. It's going to automatically convert some Solana to step. And when this happens, you will notice that the price of Solana and the price of step, or the value of Solana and the value of step rather, in the liquidity pool becomes equal. All right, it becomes equal. All right, so 10 steps, 10 Solana tokens will automatically be converted to step tokens, and the value will now be $900 worth of steps and $900 worth of Solana. If this happens in Solana, also step tokens are going to be converted to Solana in order for the value in the liquidity pool to remain balanced. The value in the liquidity pool, must always be balanced. So anytime an imbalance occurs, the liquidity pool automatically swaps between tokens and causes the balance to be restored. One of the things that is worthy of note when we talk about liquidity pools is that every time liquidity is provided, it is distributed evenly across the entire price spectrum. We'll talk more about that as we move further. All right. The next thing we want to talk about is concentrated liquidity pools. All right. Concentrated liquidity is liquidity that is allocated within a specific or a custom price range. All right. Liquidity that is allocated between a specific or a custom price range. All right. In liquidity pools, liquidity is evenly distributed uniformly across the entire price spectrum. All right. So in liquidity pools, you'll find out that if you add liquidity to any pair, the liquidity that you add is evenly distributed between, the entire price spectrum. Is evenly distributed between the entire price spectrum. But in concentrated liquidity, you have the opportunity, to pick a specific price range, let's say price B to C, and provide liquidity on that specific price range. This makes and allows liquidity to be used efficiently because majority of the transactions and majority of the trades only happen between small prices. All right. Statistics show that for example, the DAI USDC pair, only less than 50% of the total available capital is used. One of the platforms that gives you the opportunity to provide liquidity in concentrated liquidity pools is Orca. All right. So I'm going to show you from here how to provide liquidity on any pair of your choice on Orca and then track them on your Step Finance dashboard. Moving on. All right, this is Orca's website where you can get various liquidity pools that you can, provide liquidity to. All right, the first thing you do when you open this website, v1.orca.so and /liquidity, the first thing you do is to connect your wallet. You click on connect wallet. You choose the wallet that you have as an extension on your browser. All right, for me, I have the Phantom wallet, so I'm just going to click on connect. All right, All right, after that your wallet is connected, the next thing you need to do is to just search for, the pool that you'd love to, add liquidity to. The pool that you'd love to add liquidity to. All right, for the sake of this example, I think I want to add liquidity to BSOL and SOLPay. All right, so once you find the liquidity that you want to add, the pool that you want to add liquidity to, next you just do is to click on deposit. All right, after that, you know that according to our explanation, you have to provide liquidity in a specific price range for concentrated liquidity pools. All right, so this is where you would need to, you will need to specify that price range if you already have one, or you just use the one that is suggested to you by the platform. So you come here, click on custom, you can add the specific price range that you want to add liquidity to, or you just use the one that is suggested. All right, so if you click on suggested, then you click on next step, choose amount. All right, basically what you do from here on is to impute the amount of Solana that you would love to provide as liquidity to this liquidity pool. You click on preview, you approve the transaction from your wallet, and that will be it. It's a very simple process from here on, but just so that we don't make this video longer than it is supposed to be, we are just going to skip that part. All right, like I said, if you put the amount of Solana you would love to add as liquidity on this pool, you click on preview, you approve the transaction from your wallet, and then that will be all. All right, you're going to receive a notification that you have successfully added liquidity to this liquidity pool. All right, the next thing I want to show you is how to track this liquidity that you have added on your Step Finance dashboard. All right, so you come to the Step Finance website, app.step.finance. You click on dashboard, you connect your wallet. After that, you have connected your wallet, you are going to see a breakdown of all of your positions that you have on that wallet. All right, so like you see here, the yellow part of this graph indicates the balance I have on my wallet, and the blue part indicates the amount that I have added as liquidity on Oka. All right, so this is the value of the yield position. All right, so I added $4 worth of liquidity, or $4.96 worth of liquidity on Oka, and every 24 hours I receive less than 0.01% as yield. It's very low, but it all depends on the amount that you put as liquidity. Now if you scroll down on your dashboard, for further clarity, if you scroll down on your dashboard here, you will see that there's a section that is there's a section that shows you liquidity and the platform that you concentrated liquidity on, the pool, the yield, and your profits, what you have gained so far, and the value of what you added to the pool. All right, so on Oka, like I said, I provided liquidity on Sol and BSOL. All right, which is also the same thing as Wrap Sol and BSOL. All right, so because I did that, I have this session here on my wallet. You discover that there's an NFT that is given to you. This NFT is given to you as something like a proof of payment that you have, added liquidity on the Orca platform. All right, you are advised not to, send this NFT to any wallet that you do not know, because once you do that, you have transferred the ownership of the liquidity that you have provided to that wallet. You are also advised not to burn it, because if you burn it, you are going to lose your position. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. I believe that you have learned about concentrated liquidity pools, how to provide liquidity, and how to track your provision and your positions on your Step Finance dashboard. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.